So now we are ready to start changing the seals. We're going to do that by using this device I made myself. As you can see, it's basically a bracket which is mounted like this, and then we can position this threaded rod like this, and then tighten it down with this nut over here on this side, and then we can use this part here and this is how the spring gets compressed, and that enables us to change the seals. We will also be using this tool I made, which is basically just a pipe with an old spark plug welded into one side, and this is where the fitting for the air compressor is located. So we can screw this down, then we can apply air pressure to the cylinder, and that prevents the valve to fall down into the hole, so we can just do the whole seal change without any issues. Before you start changing the seals, make sure you give each and every valve a tap so you can release the keepers. You can do that by using a socket or extension or something like that, and just give it a tap like this. So next what we have to do is determine the top dead center of the cylinder or of the piston. So we're going to use this stick and put it inside the cylinder. We're going to put it through the spark plug hole, and now we can rotate the engine. Now be careful, make sure that the chain can rotate freely, and when the cylinder is in the topmost position, this is where the stick is out the most. So I think this is where this cylinder, this piston is in the topmost position. Then we're going to insert this piece and screw it in. And we're going to position this spring compressing tool Now make sure that it's in the same line. And we're gonna secure this tool with the nuts. And now we're gonna use this part here to compress the spring. As you can see, if we don't apply any air to this hose here, the valve will just fall in when we try to compress the spring. So now we're going to attach the compressor here. So now we have the pressure applied, and now we're going to compress the spring. As you can see, it compresses nicely. Now we can use a magnetic screwdriver to take out these keepers. Then we release the spring. Then we can take out the spring. Then we can take out the old seal. I'm just going to use a screwdriver to pry it out. As you can see already, these seals are shot. Be careful not to damage the surface. And the old seal is out. Now we're going to put on this security or safety sleeve. This will prevent the new seal to get damaged. Now we can compress the spring again. And then we can put back the keepers. Make sure you orient them correctly, like this. And make sure they sit perfectly. Then you release the spring. And that's basically it. That's one down, 15 more to go. So this is how the new seals looks like, and this is how the old one looks like. As you can see, there's quite a lot of difference here. This is the old one, is about 1 millimeter wider. So this spring is definitely not doing its job. This rubber here is hard, and so the spring cannot compress it anymore. So that's what is causing a large oil consumption on these engines. So let's just change all of them now and finish this job.